you know, without getting too political, what's happening now with this, you know, this audit and the potential changes in our industry, I think it's horrific to consider that we wouldn't have an institution like Screen Australia. Without Screen Australia, this film would not exist. Neither would films like Snowtown or Strictly Ballroom or The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith or you know, many of the amazing Animal Kingdom. These films would not exist, and what that means, beyond the director, beyond me being selfish, is that the actors wouldn't have that break that then takes them into the international market. They raise our profile as a culture. Without a film culture and without a creative culture as an Australian entity, we stop existing. So I'm very passionate about it. One thing I want to say is my ancestors were producers and distributors of some of the first films ever made in the world. They worked with Raymond Longford and Lottie Lyle, and they had to give up because there was American entities paying our exhibitors to not play Australian films. And so this kind of hatred of our own work has existed for over 100 years, and my ancestors gave up and went into live theatre, and I will not give up. I've already turned down 2 studio pictures to work on my own film. I really believe in our industry, and I hope that translates into audiences really getting serious and getting into the cinema and watching our films.
Just to cover this very important issue, Essie, do you have a view on this whole rather bizarre Screen Australia proposal?
Well, I'm completely horrified by it. I mean, when you can go out and spend, what, $29 billion on 12 new fighter pilot jets or whatever it is. So you kind of go, can't we just have $1 billion? That would be better than, like, we've got a really talented group of people in this country who are extraordinarily creative because they have to be. And we are going to end up with only the massive blockbusters from America that can pay for marketing so people actually do hear about the film to go and see it and know that that they didn't dismiss it. Oh, it was on last week.
Oh, it was on, I missed it.
So last week, but it was in that suburb that's really too hard to cross Sydney to get to, or that's, you know.
Yeah.
We will only have those big blockbusters and average Australian soap television.
And one thing,
all that will be left.
One thing I think it's really important to mention, Jim, is that it's happened before, from 1940 to 1960. Don't quote me on the number of films that were made, but less than 15. And that was, you know, it took us decades to get something happening again, you know. So it's a tragedy. It would be an absolute tragedy. I would have to go to America to make films. I would be off. I would have to. Yeah, I have no choice. And I want to tell universal stories through an Australian lens. I really want to do that. I really hope it doesn't happen, and I'll be out on the street with the megaphone making sure that it doesn't.
Double it is what I say. Double it. Don't cut it in half.
How much is it now? 500 million? Or it's not even $1 billion.
I mean,
it's nowhere near $1 billion.
One plane less, honestly.
Yeah.